Alright, so in this problem, I have 4 to the power of x plus 6 to the power of x is equal to 9 to the power of x. So to solve this, I'm going to divide both sides by 4 to the power of x. So I get 4 to the power of x over 4 to the power of x plus 6 to the power of x over 4 to the power of x is equal to 9 to the power of x over 4 to the power of x. Now, 4 to the power of x and 4 to the power of x cancel out, so I get 1 plus 6 to the power of x over 4 to the power of x is equal to 9 to the power of x over 4 to the power of x. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m over b to the power of m, this is equal to a over b to the power of m. So in this case, 6 to the power of x over 4 to the power of x is going to equal 6 over 4 to the power of x. And 9 to the power of x over 4 to the power of x is going to equal 9 over 4 to the power of x. Now I can simplify these fractions. So 6 over 4 is equal to 3 over 2. And 9 over 4 I'm going to rewrite as 3 squared over 2 squared. And I can actually use this property again for 3 squared over 2 squared. So that's going to equal 3 over 2 squared to the power of x. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is the same thing as a to the power of n to the power of m. So this can equal 1 plus 3 over 2 to the power of x, which is equal to 3 over 2 to the power of x to the power of 2. Now I'm going to let 3 over 2 to the power of x equal to the variable y. So I get 1 plus y is equal to y squared. And if I subtract y minus 1 on both sides, these 4 cancel out, and I get y squared minus y minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, to solve this equation, I'm going to use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So in this case, a is 1, b is negative 1, and c is negative 1. So I get y is equal to negative of negative 1 plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. So negative 1 squared, which is 1, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is negative 1, all over 2a, so 2 times 1. Now this is equal to positive 1 plus or minus square root of 1 plus 4 over 2, which is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2. So y is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2. However, we're not done yet because we're not solving for y, we're solving for x. And remember how we let 3 over 2 to the power of x equal to y. So this gives me two equations. I have 3 over 2 to the power of x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2, as well as 3 over 2 to the power of x is equal to 1 minus the square root of 5 over 2. Now to actually start, we can already cancel out one of these equations, which is the right-hand one, because 1 minus the square root of 5 is going to be a negative number, and you can't take the power of a positive number and make it equal a negative number. So this equation wouldn't even work. So the only equation I have left is 3 over 2 to the power of x is equal to 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. And to solve this, I'm going to take the log on both sides. So I have log 3 over 2 to the power of x is equal to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. So now this turns into x times log 3 over 2 is equal to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2. And now if I divide both sides by log 3 over 2, I get x is equal to log 1 plus the square root of 5 over 2 over log 3 over 2. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be solving the problem 7 to the power of 100 minus 7 to the power of 97. So, for my solution, I'm going to rewrite my problem right here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite 100 as 97 plus 3. So I get 7 to the power of 97 plus 3 minus 7 to the power of 97. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 7 to the power of 97 plus 3 is going to equal 7 to the power of 97 times 7 to the power of 3. And I have this minus 7 to the power of 97. Now from here, notice how both of my terms have 7 to the power of 97 in them. So I can simply factor out 7 to the power of 97, and I get 7 to the power of 97 times 7 to the power of 3 minus 1. And 7 to the power of 3 minus 1 is, well, 7 to the power of 3 is 343. So I get 343 minus 1, which is equal to 342. So I get 7 to the power of 97 times 342. So this is my answer in simplest form.